where I grew up in New Mexico, and maybe it's the same here. I'm sorry?
Can I go use the restroom now?
Don't. Shall we wait for you? Where I grew up in New Mexico, you could say the most awful thing, really insults about people, as long as you ended it with bless her heart. Is it same around here? I mean, you can say anything. I mean, you say, why that no good trollop, she ought to be in jail. She doesn't feed them kids. She ran her husband into debt. Last time they had a loan, someone had to co-sign for them. Bless her heart. But then there was another bless too, and that was bless my soul, and bless my soul was sacrosanct. And the reason I'm thinking of bless her heart, we had a lady in my hometown, Grandma Sims. She wasn't actually my grandma, but she lived across the back fence, but we all called her Grandma Sims. And she used to come over and make us Hotwater Cornbread. Have any of you ever had Hotwater Cornbread? Oh, some of you have. A lot of times I play places like Boston or places like that. They've never heard of it. It's very different from traditional cornbread. Well, if you think about it, every culture of the world has a recipe for fried dough. The Danes have apple skewer, and the French beignets, and churros, and sopapillas, and fried wonton, Krispy Kremes, and Hotwater Cornbread is really more of a black dish. It goes all the way back to Civil War days, and it's their version of fried dough. And so Grandma Sims used to come over. Well, have you ever known anyone that loved music more than life and couldn't sing a lick? Well, that was Grandma Sims. So the double-edged sword was she'd come over very early on a Sunday morning and would make us this Hotwater Cornbread and wake us all up. And so the good part was we were going to get to have this Hotwater Cornbread. The bad part was she was in there singing. And I'm not lying. Dogs and cats would run away. She was in there, but well. And the recipe is so simple. I'm just going to put it in the first verse of the song. And this is the entire recipe. You need 2 cups of cornmeal finely ground. Make sure it's white when you mill it. Then some oil, about an inch deep, real hot, not smoking in the skillet. 4 spoons of flour, teaspoon of salt. Then you pour from that whistling pot. 2 cups of boiling water. Be careful, don't you spill it. Now comes the tricky part. You gotta add the water to all that dry stuff you got. The only way to do it is to put your hands in and do it quickly. Cross the top, drop them in the skillet when they're round. Turn them over once they're brown. Feeds 400 people. That's a lot. Hotwater cornbread. My grandma's cornbread. Seen her in the kitchen. Oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma say, bless my soul. Well, it takes me back to childhood Sunday mornings. Grandma singing in some mystery key. Hear my daddy saying, rise and shine, you lazy cowboy. Someone's in there cooking up a special treat for us to eat, and I know just what he's talking about. I jump out of bed. Gotta be my grandma's sweet cornbread. Hotwater cornbread. My grandma's cornbread. I seen her in the kitchen. Oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma saying, bless my soul. your life trying to be in the pink, you don't really live any longer, it just seems that way. Hotwater cornbread, my grandma's cornbread. See her in the kitchen, oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma say, bless my soul. Hear my grandma say, bless my soul. Grandma used to say, bless my soul.